Danielle Morgan's with us, Executive Director, Mississippi Tourism Association. Good morning, Danielle. How are you?
Good morning, Paul. I'm doing well on this chilly morning.
Let me help you out here. Any of you all of you need to be a member of the association. Let me help you out a little bit here. Who are you? Hotel, casino, restaurant, just anybody who wants to get on, because as a team, you can push things a heck of a lot more. The memberships are easy. And does that help you out a little bit? Because we need to get more people involved across the state. I think she froze up on that one. Maybe she wasn't expecting that one, Lance.
I might have to give her a call real quick. Let me get her back on.
Oh, no, here we go.
Back.
Here we go.
We're back.
I was pushing your membership to help you out there.
Thank you, Paul. That's always a good way to fill the space.
You got it. All right, now tell me what's going on as far as the tourism across the state. What's the headline topics as we get closer and closer to Christmas?
Well, of course, Christmas is top of mind for sure. There's a lot of really great things going around the state. It's a good time for you to get out and see your own state. We have a little charming gems that are kind of like being in a Hallmark movie for the holidays. Some great. Of course, Cleveland has their 50 Nights of Lights. Oxford has their Jolly Jolly holidays with ice skating and the whole nine. Pretty much anywhere in the state, there's some great holiday events. So lots to see and do there. But we're really focused on, how great Mississippi. We've been very fortunate that tourism has really continued to thrive despite everything we've been through the last few years. So we're in a grateful space this holiday season.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something else too. And I think in the legacy in years and decades to come after this, and hopefully SuperTalk lives on, but just that nascent idea that Steve had to put this network together, it benefits in a lot of different other areas. And again, it's talking about a legacy that lives on. Is when you have communities all strung together, where we're talking to the good people in Ocean Springs right now, the people in DeSoto County, the Golden Triangle, the Mississippi Delta, the capital, Brookhaven, and they hear through, when we do the remotes, all of the attention and the things that people are putting together, like in Cleveland or Oxford or Ocean Springs. It spurs a lot of other people to say, well, we can do this in our hometown. And, we just got to get people together. So to me, it's just more lagniappe that people never think about. But I think we've kind of kicked up the competition and marched forward with that one. Go ahead.
We definitely have, and I think the thing we have to remember, too, is what appeals to really incredible communities for people who live and work there, and also for businesses to be. And so I think that's something we can't forget either. Of course, it's about visitors, and of course, it's bringing in a great quality of life.
Do we have some more? What does it take? I mean, how do you guys play into this that help maybe forward that idea that they have in that community?
Well, I think if you look at a lot of communities that are thinking about how do we attract talent and make sure that we're continuing to grow community, and I think that's something that people, where it used to be in my generation, you went to where the jobs were, and now you can live anywhere, just about, and so people are living where they live, where they're quality of work, and that means outdoor recreation, cultural opportunities, and we know we have the best people in Mississippi already, so we really just need to continue the best quality of life amenities that people want, even in the smaller communities. We still can have some big city amenities in those smaller communities.
I do believe that our conversation yesterday with Sally Doty plays into this one also, because the broadband and the availability of that technology in all of these communities is more important now than ever before.
Absolutely. I used to say that was a huge issue for us. I think we've made great strides in that. And so that's good for visitors too, because they got to be connected, you know.
What does your organization do to help this along? It's just for people who don't know your mission statement and the organization as far as the Tourism Association.
Sure. Well, our role is to kind of support all of the tourism parts, you know, giving visitors those incredible experiences, and we do that through advocacy, education, promotion, sharing those stories. Really, you know, we believe that Mississippi is a story worth telling, and so we want to support the people that are able to do that and make sure they have the tools they need and the education they need to continue to develop as leaders in tourism in the state. So that's kind of our role.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a very tourism is our fourth largest industry in the state, so we have a very broad product. But it's truly an honor to get to represent that industry because they are some of the most hardest working, incredible people you will ever meet in the state, and they all love Mississippi from the bottom of their hearts.
Man, I just think, and my understanding, there's some great things going to happen in the first quarter of next year. The legislature will be in town. We understand that, but there's with people just fleeing major cities, and they want to move south, and we're in the middle of the South, and we've got so many things that we're working on in a progressive way. And I just think the 2024 is going to be a fantastic year for Mississippi. And tourism is going to be a part of that. If you look when you were young, and even if you look back, 10, 15, 20 years ago, but certainly 40 or 50 years ago, and you look at the lack of museums, the lack of attractions prior to the casinos and all of that, man, we've made some remarkable changes in the last 50 years.
We really have, and we're really seeing that pay off. You know, the legislature has been very strategic in making sure that they invest in tourism and making sure that we recover. And, you know, over the summer, we were number 2 in year-over-year growth in the United States in visitor spending. We're still probably in the top 5 this month. So we have really seen where a lot of people really sprung back after the pandemic, but then they flattened a little bit, you know, with feeling the crunch of inflation, but we have really continued to thrive and a lot, and that's due to that kind of strategic investment and making a plan to not just recover, but also be better than we were before. And it's really, really paid off, and we're really grateful for that.
Well, you know, in the world of marketing, you have to, if you have got a good product, the other part of that is the advertising, the marketing. You've got to let people know you have a good product. And sometimes we don't have the deep pockets to do that, but it sure does help on spreading the word of mouth, and sometimes that's our greatest asset. What do we need in the legislature? What do you need as far as the 2024 legislative session?
You know, really, we just, again, we just want to say thank you. Like I said, we're still working through those recovery dollars that we received at the federal level. Our marketing at the state level with Mississippi Development Authority and Visit Mississippi is going really well. We're really clicking along there. So we're in a space of gratitude. Again, there's a lot to, always something to focus on. We're thinking about short-term rentals, and we're seeing a lot of growth there. So making sure that they are, you know, everything's sort of on a level playing field for other lodging properties and hotels and short-term rentals, and making sure everybody's kind of got the same, you know, playing by all the same rules. But so that's a focus for us, and also just continuing to make sure that we're, you know, growing and figuring out what the next step is for tourism.
Yeah. You guys work in concert with the State Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks as far as the tourism and request as far as state parks, Danielle?
We do. We're very, you know, we're really grateful for, we think that's an area that we can really grow our outdoor recreation. You know, we have the outdoor amenities, but a lot of times they're not as accessible to visitors as maybe some other states. So, but we're really proud of the investment the legislature's made into those parks and making sure that we can be competitive, because it is tremendous. It's still one of our top drivers for visitors and what they're interested in is that outdoor.
If people want more information, the website to go quickly is
mstourism.com.
Danielle, Merry Christmas to you. Look forward to getting you back on.
You too, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you. Final segment is coming up.